Good afternoon, all, and thank you all for joining us on this beautiful afternoon. And thank you for making this celebration possible. The spirit of this accomplishment shines brightly before us, but it is not so much the place you build as it is the lives that you touch here that we celebrate. With great affection, we hail the passion of thousands of hearts, hands, and minds who have brought us to this point today. Reflecting back to 1983, it was the generosity of the Bwin family that made this whole building possible. And we reflect on the Baldwin family, who provided enormous support. Our hearts are filled with gratitude to you and to the compassion of so many that bring us here today. But let us honor the fundraisers who courageously and diligently asked and asked and asked. And let us honor the contractors and the engineers and the architects who weathered our inflexible demands, and the equipment purchasers and the vendors who tilted against each other to come to some agreement, and the environmental services folks who magically balanced the interests of the nurses, the physicians, the contractors, the workmen, and the rest of the place. And a special recognition to a group of volunteers, the Board of Trustees. Recognize and be thankful for the importance and the courage of that unanimous vote in November 2008. And recognize with me the incredible leadership provided by Mike McGrath and Lorraine Boston, the chairs of the board, through this whole process. And thanks to the communities we serve. It is they who honor us daily with the confidence to care for them when they are most vulnerable. We're not done here. Even as this chapter comes to a close, we move forward in our service, morphing, changing, to gain the opportunities of the future and whatever health reform brings. Let us be mindful that it's not what you build here, it's what you do here. Thank you for your loving kindness to your friends, your neighbors, and their families. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mark Foster, the Vice Chairman of the Board. Mark?
I kind of thought this talk would go in 3 stages, and one would really be to talk about York Hospital and the community and the fact that it is a community hospital, and the community is really the major focus here. And it's really true when all of us drive by this place every day and then we come in and we see the amazing things that are done in here and how complicated it is. I keep looking and saying, how did anybody figure this out? It always amazes me. You know, Steve's a smart guy, Clark's a smart guy, there's a lot of smart doctors and nurses, and it's clear that there's a great communication here. And that's how this gets done. And it really is amazing in this little town. So my hat's off to everybody that I don't mention right now. This project was kicked off by a tremendously generous donation by Carolyn Milk Peterson. They donated $1 million for this cause up front. I think they originally planned to donate it anonymously, but came forward publicly to try to spur everybody on. Their generosity encouraged the employees and the vendors and the board to match their gift with $1.4 million. So that was a pretty nice start. The Baldwin Foundation, as Judd mentioned, their continued support through this as well. Kennebunk Savings, we thank them for their corporate leadership, and of course the courage of Michael and Diane McGrath. Thank you all for your generosity.
We are going to break up into small groups. We have our senior management, our leaders will be taking you on tours, and we're going to break up into groups of 10 to 15 people. So if you're not in the first group, stay here and enjoy this beautiful waiting area. We've got plenty to drink and plenty to eat, and we'll start the tours right after this.
Are now, the more equipment is required to make that happen. So as they begin now, we'll do a timeout.
We have Marilyn Monroe here for laparoscopic surgery, foreign bowel removal with Dr. Kildare. She has allergy to penicillin. She has a negative pregnancy test. Betadines are on. Foley is placed.
We have green lighting in the room, helpful in working with video equipment.
I'd like to welcome you to the new recovery room area. This is one sample of our room. We have 6 rooms. These rooms are large enough so we can have family members come in. They can sit by the bedside if they wish. If you need any more medication, I have things.
A lot of time into this, and we'd like to acknowledge them as people of the OR. Joanne and Carol, if you'd come up here. These are one of our 2 favorite people, and it made our job very pleasant.
Microphone. This is why we don't let you out.
So in our appreciation, everyone, we have given at least something for you is to be able to relax now. Thank you. Very, very much.